Dear friends, in this lecture we will discuss how to determine empirical formula and molecular formula. Unit number 1, some basic concepts of chemistry, class 11. Empirical formula and molecular formula. Today we are going to discuss what is an empirical formula, what is the meaning of the molecular formula. Okay students? Yeah, first one. What is an empirical formula? An empirical formula represents the simplest whole number ratio of various atoms present in a compound. Focus on the statement. Simplest whole number ratio of various atoms present in a compound. A molecular formula shows the exact number of different types of atoms present in a molecule of a compound. So this is the basic difference between empirical formula and molecular formula. First one, an empirical formula represents simplest whole number ratio. Molecular formula represents the exact number of different types of atoms. Okay, now we will see one example so that you can understand very easily the difference between empirical formula and molecular formula. Very familiar compound, all of you know glucose. All of you know glucose. We drink the glucose to get energy. Yes, glucose. This is the chemical formula of the glucose, C6H12O6. Now, C6H12O6, I will show you. It can be written as C6H12O6. This is the glucose. Again, it can be written as CH2O 6 times. That means 6 into 1 C6, 6 into 2 H 12 times. This is again O6. Okay. So all of you know this formula C6H12O6. It can be written as CH2O 6 times. Okay. Now we will see. C6H12O6. This is called molecular formula. It can be written as CH2O 6 times. Now check bracket. Yeah, CH2O. This is called simplest whole number ratio. Okay. Whatever the term has been mentioned here, simplest whole number ratio means present in a compound. Actually, this is your compound. But what is the simplest whole number ratio? CH2O. This is the simplest whole number ratio. Simplest whole number ratio. Okay. So this is molecular formula and this is called an empirical formula. Okay. All of you, I think you have understood. This is molecular formula. This is empirical formula. Yeah, molecular formula and this one empirical formula. So molecular formula and empirical formula are interconnected. Empirical formula means simplest whole number ratio. Again, I have been repeating. Just I'm trying to make you understand. Simplest whole number ratio, empirical formula, molecular formula at the same time, exact number. This is the difference only. Determination of empirical formula. Dear students, actually there are 5 steps to be followed. That means we have to follow 5 steps to determine empirical formula. Now we will see what those steps. Step 1. Conversion of mass percent to grams. Whatever the mass percentage is given to you, you should convert that mass percentage. For example, 50%, convert that 50% to the 50 grams. Because it is convenient to use 100 gram of the compound as the starting material. Okay. Step 2. Divide percentage of each element by its atomic mass. Be careful at this step 2. Divide percentage of each element. Here percentage should be taken as the grams. So when you are going to divide, I will show you here. Divide percentage of each element by its atomic mass. This percentage already What is mentioned in the step 1? Conversion of mass percent to the grams. So that means this percentage of each element becomes grams. So when you divide this percentage means now you are dividing the grams only because we are converting here. So when you divide grams by its atomic mass, so weight by molecular weight or atomic weight, what it gives? This gives moles of the atoms. When you divide, you will get the moles of the atoms. Step 3. Divide the result obtained by smallest value among them. We will see. We will see an example next. Then you can understand very easily. No need to bother about the step 1, step 2, step 3, 4 and 5. Just go through the steps only. Step 4. Make the values obtained above to the nearest whole numbers. For example, if you get 2.01, it should be taken as the 2 only. Okay? Otherwise, if you get 1.5 is not allowed. So 1.5 we will see into 2, 3 it will become. Step 5. Write the symbols of various elements side by side and insert a numerical value at the right and lower corner of each symbol. So all step 1 to the step 5 have been mentioned here. Just to go through the step 1 to the step 5. Try to understand. But after watching the example or after looking at the example, you can understand very easily. So now we are going to solve one example. First question. An organic compound contains 92.4% of the carbon and 7.6% of hydrogen. Calculate empirical formula of the carbon. So this is the question, dear students. You have to go through the question first. Percentage is given. We have two elements here. Focus on the elements. 92.4% of the carbon. Carbon is present, one element, and 7.6% of the hydrogen. Hydrogen is given. So always you should be alert. Total percentage should be equal to the 100%. Okay. So what is given? 92.4% and 7.6%. If you add, you will get 100%. So problem is clear, very clear. Now we are going to calculate empirical formula of the carbon. That means what is the compound? What is the compound? Formula of the compound. Now check the solution. Yeah. Now I will show you. Very simple, very easy to understand. First elements. What are the elements present? Carbon and hydrogen. So elements present, carbon is present and hydrogen is present. Are you okay? Next. Percentage given 92.4%, 7.6. Next step, conversion of the percentage to the grams. So 92.4% to the 90.4 grams and 7.6 to the 7.6 as it is, there is no change. Okay, because we are taking starting material as 100 grams for our convenient only. Next what we are doing, 92.4 divided by what is the mass of the carbon. Already you were given a table to by heart the atomic mass of the elements, which is a very very important backbone of the atoms and molecules. So what is the atomic mass of the carbon? 12. So divide with 12, you will get 7.7. So when you are dividing, this is the grams, this is the atomic mass or molar mass. If it is a molecule, it is molar mass. If it is an atom, it is atomic mass. Whatever it may be, you will get moles. Similarly, 7.6 by what is the mass of the hydrogen? 1. You will get 7.6. Next, what is the step 3 or 4? 7.7 and 7.6 both are very close values. Okay, take very least value 7.7 and 7.6, which is the least value 7.6. Now select this 7.6 and divide with that 7.6, 7.7. That means whatever you are getting y value here, that should be divided with the smallest value. So take the y value 7.7 by what is the smallest value? 7.7 and 7. This is the smallest value, so divide with this 7.6, you will get 1.01. This you will get 7.6 plus 7.6, 1. So approximate value we have to take whole number values. Actually 1.01, you should consider it as 1 only. So how many carbons are present finally? Carbon value is 1 and hydrogens how many are present? 1. Now we will see how to write the empirical formula now. Yeah, empirical formula equal to, we have two elements CH. Just join together all the elements what you have. C and H are given to you. So just write side by side, C and H is over. Now check this step 5, last one. Whatever the numbers you are getting, I will show you. See one time. So here right side lower corner of the atom, this is the carbon atom, this is the right side, this is the left side, means this one, this is the right side lower corner mein 1 here put. Here also hydrogen value 1, put 1 here. Just see, this is the answer. This is the empirical formula. This is the procedure how to calculate or how to determine the empirical formula. Are you okay? Okay, next we will see one more example. Next question, dear students. An organic compound contains 57.8% of carbon and 3.6% of hydrogen and remaining oxygen. Calculate empirical formula of carbon compound. 57.8% of carbon means carbon is present. See, 3.6% of hydrogen, H is present, and remaining oxygen is present, O is present. But percentage is not given for the oxygen. Now add the percentage. 57.8%, 3.6%. If you add, you don't get 100. Okay. So what is the remaining? 100 minus 57.8% minus 3.6%. You will get some value. That percentage is of the oxygen. Now we will see the solution. Okay. Solution. First, percentage of oxygen equal to 100. I hope that you can understand. Very simple mathematical steps. 100 is, this is the total percentage, minus add this and this one. You will get 38.6% of oxygen. Remaining procedure is as it is. Yeah, same. Focus on elements. How many elements are present is very, very important. At the same time, total percentage should be equal to the 100%. Okay. Elements, carbon is present, carbon, hydrogen is present, hydrogen, oxygen, O. So elements are over. I have written here. Okay. Next, what is the percentage given? 57.8, 3.6, 38.6%. Next, change the percentage to the grams as it is again. 57.8 grams, 3.6, 38.6 grams. Next, conversion, moles. X by atomic mass. Whatever the value you are getting, divide this value with corresponding atomic mass of the element. Okay. So 57.8 by carbon atomic mass 12, 4.82, 3.6 by 1, 3.60, 38.6 by atomic mass of oxygen is 16, 2.61. So whatever Y you are getting, Y by smallest value. This is important. So which is the smallest value? This is the 4.82, 3.60, 2.41. 2.41 is the smallest value. So divide all the Y values with this one. So 2.41, you will get exactly 2. 3.6 by 2.41, 1.49 you are getting. So it should be taken as 1.5 approximation. 2.41 by 2.41, again you will get 1. Now simple whole number, already I have mentioned. Okay, fractions or decimals are not allowed. in the simple whole number. Look at the heading, it should be whole number. Again, it should not be decimal points like this. Okay, so already we are getting 1.5. It is not allowed for the empirical formula. Okay, so 1.5 is not allowed, so multiply with 2, nearest number. If you multiply with 1.5 into 2, it becomes 3. So multiply, just we are multiplying with 2, so multiply with 2 for all the cases. So 2 into 2, 4, 1.5 into 2, 3, 1 into 2, 2. This is the procedure. So finally, how many carbons do you have? 4 hydrogens, 3 oxygen, 2. Empirical formula, right? C 4 times, right hand side only, always lower corner. Hydrogen 3 times, oxygen 2 times. This is the empirical formula. One more question. For example, same question, I can extend the question. Calculate the empirical formula of the carbon compound and calculate mass of the empirical formula. There is a possibility. Okay, how to calculate mass of the empirical formula? Whatever the formula you are getting, just carbon 12, you know, 24, 48 plus a hydrogen. How many hydrogens are there? 3. 3 plus oxygen 16. 16 into 2, 32. You will get 83. 83 is the mass of the empirical formula. Okay, students, I hope that you have understood how to determine empirical formula, isn't it? Okay, we will move on. Next, relation between molecular formula and empirical formula. This is very important relation. Okay, so we will see molecular formula equal to N into empirical formula. For example, question will be given to you. Okay, calculate molecular formula of a carbon compound. You know how to derive the empirical formula, but you don't know how to derive the molecular formula. So how to get the molecular formula? This is the relation. Molecular formula equal to N into empirical formula. It means that you are supposed to determine the empirical formula first. There is no alternate. Okay, empirical formula first we have to find out. By using that empirical formula and empirical mass, we can calculate the molecular formula. Okay, so this is the relation. Molecular formula equal to N times of the empirical formula. Not a problem. Empirical formula you can derive. But what is N? How to calculate N? You don't know what is N. So how to calculate N? N equal to molecular mass by empirical mass. This is the N formula. N equal to, here N, it doesn't mean moles. Okay, N equal to molecular mass by empirical mass. Molecular mass will be given to you in the question paper. Okay, whenever you are going to solve a question, molecular mass will be given, but empirical mass won't be given. You have to calculate the empirical mass by using the empirical formula. Okay, three questions have been given. This is the homework for you. First question I am reading. Determine the empirical formula of an oxide of iron which has 69.9% iron and 30.1% dioxygen by mass. Okay, dioxygen by mass, that is very important. Atomic mass of Fe equal to 55.85. One mass already you know, oxygen. You don't know iron mass, so iron mass is given to you. Atomic mass of the iron or ferrous equal to 55.85. Calculate the empirical formula, follow the procedure. Next, a compound contains 4.07% of hydrogen, 24.27% of carbon and 71.65% of chlorine. Its molecular mass is given. calculate empirical formula as same procedure and molecular formula. So already I explained you. First you have to find out the n value, n equal to molecular mass by empirical mass. Empirical molecular mass is given 98.96. Just after getting the empirical formula, calculate the empirical mass and derive the n and multiply with the n, you can get the answer. Same third question. Okay students, thank you for watching my video. If you have any doubt, you can contact me directly. Okay.